Hey, yo, what's up? It's Honey Boss here, back at it with another freaking reaction. Oh, I'm so happy I'm getting into these reactions finally, and I'm dishing them out left and freaking right. Yo, left, my right, my left, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, in today's video, we're gonna react to Kanye's West. The end of Kanye? Question mark? I don't think it's the end. I think his ass just begun. Let's get into it.
Has always been what I would call a polarizing figure, meaning some people hate him and other people love him. And depending on the exact area you're talking about, you can have drastically different people on either side. But recently, Kanye has been saying and doing things so crazy that even his biggest stans have denounced him, burned their merchandise, and even had to admit that they can no longer hang their hat on the fact that he once made legendary music. It's no secret that Kanye has always been a wild card.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
But that was also one of the main reasons he was so loved by so many people. His I don't give a damn attitude was refreshing to see from a celebrity, and for him, attention was so obviously a drug that he desired his entire life.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Now, there are many people who believe that.
How would you feel if your friend did that to you? I would be so embarrassed. I definitely would be embarrassed. Like, come on, bro. I just didn't win. Yes, it sucked. I didn't win, but because you can see her face, she's like, oh. Because, you know, as an artist, you should feel like, damn. All right, I didn't win that one. Just come back hard the next time. But to run on stage and snatch that mic, that was pretty rude.
That Kanye's mother, Donda, was the one who would keep him in line.
Got a lot of confidence. Come off a little arrogant, even though you're humble and everything. But it'd be important to remember that the giant looks in the mirror and sees nothing.
But at this point, she has been.
Y'all get that? Giant looks in the mirror and sees nothing. I'm like, I was thinking a giant looks forward, it sees nothing because it's higher than a lot of stuff, you know, but.
Gone for almost 20 years. May she rest in peace. And we've seen all kinds of versions of this man since then. But in the last couple of years in particular, he's gone from like, oh, that's my boy, even though he says some out-of-pocket conspiracy shit from time to time, to being completely indefensible. We all know that Kanye likes to take to Twitter to get his rants off, and so he went on there and straight up started saying that he loves Hitler. He says that Adolf was dripped out. He straight up called himself a Nazi, and continued his very public.
I had seen this stuff, and I was like, did somebody hack him? Because I'm new. Well, I'm not new to Twitter, but I get on there because it's overwhelming. It's just always something. And then when I finally think I got my feel, I say I'll go to a comment or something. I try to go back. I got to start from the beginning. So I'll be like, yeah, forget this.
Public disdain for Jewish
damn
people.
Look.
We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
He also took time to show his admiration for P. Diddy of all people.
Yeah, when he said that.
Trump to
When he said that stuff about Puff, I'm like, come on, what are you doing?
pardon the fucking creep. And also say that he is a great father to his kids, alluding to the idea that he wishes Sean Combs was his father. And Kanye would even release a hoodie to commemorate the video where P. Diddy whoops Cassie's ass in the hallway of that hotel that looks just like the one she was wearing that day, literally profiting off of a traumatic, horrible situation in the process. Like, this is a man who has 2 daughters, saying that this sick sack of shit who abused countless women and men in every way possible should not only be liberated, but celebrated. I mean, just a couple of years ago, he was saying that Puff was a Fed.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talk is because you did a deal, you fucking Fed. Because part of the deal for you to be a do all that, and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me.
So it's like you never really know what might
that's so hard to be
slip
watching.
out of Kanye's mouth. Oh yeah, he also took time to defend R. Kelly, saying that his beyond creepy marriage to Aaliyah when he was 27.
Hold on, I gotta fix this. Just let it free. Let it free. It wants to be free. Let this shit free. All right, now you're a little too free now. I last minute wanted to change this. I should have just did it. My hair want to be fries right now, so I'm gonna let them be fries. Look at this motherfucker. Go fry ass in the back. I'm gonna tie them bitches. Like that. Don't need stuff to be too distracting. Unless it's just me.
And she was 15, was totally alright. Now, in one of his final moves, he would post up a t-shirt with an anti-Jewish symbol, I'm sure you guys can guess what it is, onto his website and sell it for $20 a pop. This is where shit really gets crazy, because he had promoted this website the same day during the Super Bowl.
So what's up, guys?
It's like he forgot. Like he's so heavily on whatever medication or whatever drugs he's taking, he forgot about his promotion. That's a waste of hundreds, probably $1 million or millions of dollars. I'm sure it wasn't no thousands. It have to have been millions of dollars you missed out on because you want to pull this crazy stuff the day before, unless this was part of his plan, because he's very smart.
Guys, I spent like all the money for the commercial on these new teeth. So once again, I had to shoot it on the iPhone.
I'm sorry. It'd be like I'm grinding my teeth to watch him talk sometimes. GG's. Pack it up, Kanye. Pack it up.
So basically, hundreds of millions of people saw an ad for a Nazi t-shirt. What Kanye did was the old bait and switch, because when the ad originally aired, the site had normal clothing on it, but after the ad aired, he made it to where this was the only item available, with the SKU being labeled HH, which many people now infer to mean hail, well, you know who. That all tells me that this was his plan the entire time. He so clearly loves playing the card where he tries to draw up controversy to promote his latest work. In this case, it seems to be an AI album that he's releasing called Bully. But the thing is, over time he's had to do and say crazier and crazier shit to garner the same amount of attention. And now this once billionaire who had the world in his hands has become the boy who cried wolf. Like honestly, no one gives a fuck, dude. Like even your biggest fans are ashamed of this shit. They can no longer twist and turn the narrative enough to even try and defend it. I mean, when you got the Kanye Reddit saying that Kim was right to keep the family away, that's how you know he's almost completely lost them. Like, they're burning their Kanye shit.
Yeah. Oh, damn. The graduation.
And I just don't get why ruin your legacy to spew conspiracy theory and nonsense.
Hey, you asked for it.
Influential people on the planet. He was becoming powerful with his clothing line and his music and his shoes, and he was getting all this influence and all this wealth, and then you just throw it all down the drain. It just makes you look like an out-of-control dumbass. And the funniest part to me was while saying all this diabolical shit for days at a time on Twitter, Elon Musk had absolutely no problem. He didn't suspend the account. I would actually argue that he was boosting up these tweets because he knows more and more people will come over to Twitter to see the crash out, and he wouldn't take any action at all until Kanye straight up started posting hardcore adult videos right onto the timeline for his millions of followers to see. And that's when Kanye's account went from being limited.
I did not know he did that. What is wrong with you, Kanye? Freaking freaks of nature. Now everybody want to see that stuff.
To being deleted altogether, and thankfully Shopify also removed his store after around a day, and likely he will not receive any profits from the sale of that shirt. I mean, don't get it twisted, guys. All this shit from the adult content to defending P. Diddy to the blatant racism is not shit that should be spread on this scale by someone with the influence of Kanye. I'm just not surprised at all that Elon would let all this other shit slide because he most likely agrees with a lot of it. But hey, I guess corn is where he draws the line. It's been no secret that Kanye has an addiction to adult videos. He has talked about it on national TV.
Do you feel like your attitude towards women has changed since having daughters?
Nah, I still look at Hub and...
Like, how sick are you to mention that shit after he just mentioned your kids? And then that little gaze you gave?
Blacked is my favorite category.
There were videos that proved he was forcing Adidas executives to watch adult videos of Kim on the clock at his request.
Come on, Kanye, what?
Come on. Doesn't he sound like the voice sounds similar? The voice sounds similar.
Did you have a meeting with Adidas and you played?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And you proud of that?
What's your perspective on that? And I'll tell you mine.
And it's been long rumored that he has straight up Korn playing on a non-stop loop while he is working on music or anything else creative, no matter who is around.
Watching Star Wars on this big screen, and as I started talking about a song, he switched on anal sex.
I mean, a decades-long addiction to lust cannot be good for anyone, and I do think this has factored into his demise.
The fact that I was married to this beautiful person, but I felt like it wasn't enough. I felt like I still needed to look at pornography.
And it also really makes me think that this addiction is likely the reason for his initial infatuation with Kim Kardashian. After all, the whole reason she became famous.
I was about to say, is that probably the reason why he went with her? Because he's seen her sex tape and he's like, oh, I gotta have it. You get what I'm saying?
Was her viral tape with Ray J, something Kanye has admitted to watching many times. I mean, you have to understand that back when it came out, I believe that it made more money than any adult video ever. And so if Kanye saw her as like the top P-star in the world, well, of course he's gonna want that. And if you need further proof that this has always been his crutch, Kanye himself has even noted that finding his dad's Playboy magazine at age 5 permanently altered him, and has in turn led to every one of his decisions, both good or bad, much like a butterfly effect.
Like, for me, Playboy was my gateway into full-on addiction. My dad had a Playboy left out at age 5.
And then
it's affected.
And then you're blaming. Like, come on, accountability. You was 5 when that happened. Like, come on, I know we seen worse shit growing up. And then, so by me seeing a dead body, that make me want to go make more dead bodies out there. Like, come on. Seeing people get beat to a pulp, that makes me want to go beat people to a pulp because I seen that at a young age. Accountability, bro. You just a freak of nature.
From age 5.
Understand that this interview was conducted 5 years ago when Kanye was making his album Jesus is King.
New album, Jesus is King.
That was just a text write-up. He don't believe in that shit. There ain't no way you believe in God. And not me saying shit, but believing in that. I'm calling his album shit.
King is the name of the album? Yes.
At that time, he was denouncing not only adult content, but also other prevalent themes in his music publicly,
Shit
like
make me want to
drugs
fast
and
forward
lust.
or even end the shit.
Magazine that I found when I was 5 years old have an effect on my music. It could never be 100% everything it could be, because I had to add that in, always.
I heard you say with your pastor that you felt like you were making devil's music.
Yeah, because you're such a fucking, I love it. Excuse me, Christian scorecard down a little bit, cursing some more.
Saying that Korn should be banned.
Look, that don't even sound often. Excuse me, Kristen, scoreboard. Shut the fuck up. Why did I rewind that?
Christian scorecard down a little bit, cursing some more.
Saying that Korn should be banned altogether. Then a couple of years later, when he and Kim would get divorced, he would rant that she was trying to turn his daughters into Playboy models, saying that they should not even be allowed to be on TikTok. And now you fast forward to the current time, and he's been parading around his mute wife for the last 2 years, while she wears literally nothing. Like a woman with a saran-wrapped naked body with 3 crackers to her name would have more clothing on than her. And Kanye himself even said that his next big move was to start the biggest adult video company on the planet. So in short, the guy is a massive hypocrite who will speak passionately about whatever he believes at that moment, even when it completely contradicts some of his previous statements.
It's not just sexual. That term actually relates to torture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like watching people beat each other up on World Star or something.
And as ironic as it sounds, I think the dude who so many consider to be one of the most influential artists of our time is actually too easily influenced, and his ideology has become so black and white that he has begun to come off as more of a shock value caricature of his previous self than anything else. Personally, I do not feel bad for this guy at all. I feel like he's actually had more chances than he really deserved because people loved his music and his personality. But now even all of that sucks. His biggest fans hate his last album, Vultures 2. They hate the idea of him bringing AI into mainstream music. And overall, he's pretty much completely washed up from a personality standpoint, artistically, and even logically. We talked previously last year about his alleged horrible addiction to nitrous oxide.
Ryan Garcia, this yeah, I'm on the nitrous.
And how this evil motherfucker is the one supplying him, allegedly, that is. So I'm
I thought that nitrous thing was just a phase. They still doing that shit? Wow, the stuff that you seen in I'm about to say Fantastic Four. Fast and the Furious. The thing when he pulled that and he turned that little lever, they are taking that. They're inhaling that. Are you crazy? That stuff not even right for your engine. It could blow up your engine. Just imagine what it's doing to your body.
previously last year about his alleged horrible addiction to nitrous oxide.
Ryan Garcia, this yeah, I'm on the nitrous.
And how this evil motherfucker is the one supplying him, allegedly that is. So I'm sure that also has something to do with the deterioration of his mind, but overall, I feel like this guy is really out of excuses. And just like many others out there, he's always liked to blame his downfalls on other people. It was Kim's fault for the divorce. It was the media who made him look crazy. It was the media who ruined his family. It was the media who took down his empire. Nah, it couldn't have been any of his bad decisions. It couldn't have been him constantly running his fucking mouth and being the biggest brand risk literally on earth. There's so many people out here who run around doing this exact same shit. And to me, that's how you end up in a situation where you are spiraling out of control and you're surrounded by either no one because you burnt all your relationships already, or all that's left around you is yes men. But either way, it's obviously not good. And the people I really feel bad for are the huge Kanye fans. I mean, Jesus. This has literally been the definition of a crash out. But I want to know what you guys think down below. I also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. Are y'all still going to be bumping that new Kanye? What do you guys think about AI music? Either way, y'all know it's been your boy the Tan Superman. Either way, y'all know it's been your boy the Tan Superman.
That AI music, come on, bro. Pack that shit up quick. Pack it up. Cause ain't no freaking way. You mean to tell me that I'm gonna spend all this money to buy, like it's not CDs anymore. But I think the AI thing is just laziness. I think it's just not creativity at all. They should not even start that. Like with the T-Pain, with the what's that called, auto-tune, that was still kind of creative because it was like a different pitch. It was something different. But AI, like, come on, pack that shit up. Get out of here. Peace, and I'm off. Oh, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I haven't been saying that. Have you done that yet? Are you subscribed with all notifications on? If you're not, what you doing? What you waiting for? Go ahead, do it. Thank you.